Chicago, 7:12 a.m. Snowflakes drift outside a frosted glass window. Inside a quiet apartment, Dr. Elliot Reeve stares at himself in the mirror, buttoning his white shirt slowly. There's a hollow tiredness in his eyes. He hasn't slept properly in weeks. He picks up a voice recorder from his desk and mutters into it. Day 41. The voice returned last night. Same words. Again. A beat of silence. Then, Dr. Reeve, you failed me. The voice isn't from the recorder. It's in his head. He shuts his eyes. Not again. At the Chicago Behavioral Institute, Dr. Reeve meets with his 9 a.m. patient. Everything appears normal. Clipboard, counseling chair, casual nods, controlled tone. But while the patient speaks about anxiety, Reeve zones out, hearing faint echoes. You're the reason I did it. He grips the armrest tighter. Doctor? The patient asks. Are you all right? A flicker of fear crosses Elliot's face. Yes. Yes, continue. Back in his office, Elliot scrolls through old session records on his tablet. He pauses on a file named Rachel N. Patient ID 4479. But something's wrong. He doesn't remember this patient. Click. Audio file plays. I keep seeing the train, doctor. The tunnel. The screams. His eyes widen. The voice. It's her, the one from his head. But the file says the sessions were from last year. Who is Rachel N? He whispers. No one answers. Later that day, Dr. Reeve visits Dr. Karen Miles, his supervisor. Do you remember a patient named Rachel N. around January last year? Karen shakes her head. No such file was ever in your caseload. Are you okay, Elliot? He hesitates. I thought maybe I recorded someone else's patient by mistake. Karen studies him. Take a few days off. You're overworked. But Elliot knows this isn't exhaustion. This is something darker. That night, Elliot dreams of a tunnel. A train screeches through. He stands on the tracks. At the far end, a woman in a red coat. Her face is a blur, but her voice is crystal clear. You let me die. Now listen to me. He jolts awake, drenched in sweat. The city is silent outside, but his apartment echoes with whispers. You let me die. He grabs his recorder and shouts into it, Who are you? But there's no reply, just his own breath, fast and panicked. Next morning, he returns to the clinic early, alone. He logs into the admin system and searches Rachel N. across all departments. No results found. But last night, the file existed. He goes to the basement archives, rummages through boxes, ignoring the chill in the air. He finds one envelope labeled Patient 4479 terminated. Inside, blank pages, all of them, except one photograph of a woman in red. On the way home, Elliot boards the Red Line subway. A young woman sits across from him, wearing a red coat. She looks up. Her eyes are hollow, unreadable, familiar. She whispers without moving her lips. You were supposed to help me. He stands up, terrified. Who are you? Passengers stare. There's no one in a red coat. He stumbles out at the next stop, heart racing. Back home, the lights flicker. The front door creaks open as if someone just left, but he lives alone. He finds the recorder on the floor, still on. It has a new message. You don't get to forget me, doctor. He locks the door, triple bolts it, sits on the couch, eyes wide. Is this madness or guilt? Elliot opens his personal journal, flipping back through years of handwritten therapy notes. One entry, dated March 3rd, 2024. Patient Rachel N. admitted suicidal ideation, recommending inpatient care, missed follow-up. Another, 5 days later. Confirmed. Rachel N. died by train suicide. His hands tremble. He drops the journal. He remembers now. He failed her. And now, she's back. The psychiatric ward echoed with a dull, institutional hum. Dr. Reeve sat across from patient number 9, the man who had once screamed about voices in the walls. But today, it was Reeve who looked haunted. Suddenly the patient whispered, "You hear them too now, don't you?" Reeve's eyes snapped open. "What did you say?" The man just smiled. "She's not gone. She's watching." Back in his office, Reeve accessed the security archive from the day of the incident. Frame by frame, hallway, door, and then a small flicker, a child's silhouette. Impossible. No one else was there. He rewound, paused. There she was. Emily, frozen, translucent, staring into the camera. Digging through old evidence, Reeve found his pocket recorder, still active from that fateful day. He played it. Silence. Static. Then, "You left me, Dr. Reeve." The voice was unmistakably Emily's. He dropped the recorder. It kept playing. "You promised I'd be safe." During a group therapy session, Reeve suddenly froze mid-sentence. His mind spun. Everyone turned to him. His hand trembled. His mouth opened. But instead of speaking, he heard Emily's laughter echoing behind him. He turned violently. No one there. Patients watched in fear as their psychiatrist collapsed to the floor. He returned to the forbidden wing. The room where Emily had died was sealed. He broke the lock, walked in. Dust, broken toys, her drawing still taped to the wall. Then, the same drawing appeared on his office desk the next day. Fresh ink, fresh tears. Reeve stared into the one-way mirror used for observation. In the reflection, he saw himself holding Emily's hand, but he was alone in the room. Suddenly, blood began to drip from the mirror, forming the words, "She trusted you." He ran, but wherever he went, every reflective surface showed her behind him. Reeve stopped sleeping. He stopped eating. He began hallucinating in the middle of live sessions. Administrators noticed. He was ordered to take medical leave, but he refused. "I have to finish her story," he said. "She's not gone. She's still here." Late one night in his old therapy chair, Reeve pressed record. "This is Dr. Elliot Reeve. I was the one responsible for the failed treatment of Emily Carson. I ignored her fear. I dismissed her trauma, and I let her die. Alone." He stopped. A shadow moved behind him. He turned slowly. There she stood, smiling, crying, silent. She whispered one final time, "Now you know what it feels like." Weeks later, the office was empty. Books still open, coffee cup still half full, recorder left running. Dr. Reeve was never seen again. But sometimes, patients in that same room report hearing soft footsteps or a child's voice whispering, "It's your turn now." Fade to black.